Hello and welcome. My name is Emma. I'm a creative copywriter and blogger, and this week we're going to be rifling through my inspiration stash to bring you fresh Christmas copywriting inspo based on all the good shit I've saved over the years. What worked, what didn't, how can you take those techniques and use them in your own writing, because let's face it, those Christmas copy briefs are going to be building up right about now, and I'm willing to bet you're starting to freak. So before we get elbow deep in my inspiration stash, I'd just like to remind you to give this video a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel. Okay, so I know what you're thinking, it's the beginning of November. Well, actually at the time of filming this video, it's actually mid-October. I like to be prepared. It's the beginning of November and you're thinking, well, it's too early to be talking about Christmas. No, it's not. No, it's not. I've already been writing Christmas copy for clients already in mid-October, so I know that shit's coming your way. And going in cold is not great. I mean, for me, I had to sit there and listen to Christmas playlists and burn spiced apple candles just to get into the mood, you know? It's like an intimate moment. You can't just go for it. Well, you can, but I like to feel in the mood. All the best copy comes when I'm in that Christmas moment. So this video is like your Christmas moment, and I'm getting you in the mood to write Christmas copy. If you are a regular reader of my blog and watcher of my videos, you'll know that I keep an inspiration stash. It's basically a little treasure trove of inspiration, stuff that's been sent to me in the post, that I've picked up in store, that I've been sent as part of a mailing list, stuff that I've actually written myself and wanted to keep. And every time I have to write, say, a direct mail letter or a leaflet or a brochure, I go back through it and I think, right, what's in here that I can use, that I feel inspired by, that I thought was shit. It's basically a massive wealth of inspiration from all over the place. And obviously at Christmas you get sent a lot of stuff. So I went back through my stash and picked out some really awesome pieces. And I'm going to tell you just exactly why I think they work so well, and why they work well for the target customer, and why they work well as just a piece of Christmas copy. And I've got a couple that are a bit shit as well. I mean, they're not outright shit, they're not blatantly in your face shit, but they're just not as good as the other pieces. So shall we get involved? Shall we get started? Let's go. So first up, we have this lovely little humdinger from Sainsbury's here. As far as I can recall, this was sent to me last year as part of their hyper-engaged customer base. And what I love so much about this is that it's basically sexing you up for Christmas by really selling the whole experience to you and getting you really pumped for it. So, I mean, even starting with the headline, looking forward to Christmas? I am looking forward to Christmas. And then we basically go through what is essentially a product brochure. So we've got preparation begins. So we're going through the whole process. They are selling their products they've basically created a timeline using their products. Oh, we're going to have Prosecco, and oh, now there's an idea. Let's have some ham, let's have some chocolates. Damn, they're upselling with additions. Why don't you add a little bit of this? Oh, now let's have some cake and some cheese. Ideas for the dinner, festive gifts. And now, here we go, dates for your diary. They've basically added in a timeline of when you can order food from them, when ordering finishes, when they're open over Christmas, when you're going to get double points because they've got an event on. So if you're like me and you save up your Nectar vouchers and you're planning your shops and you're saving up your points to strategically buy, they've got my number, baby, and they know exactly what my game plan is going to be. So they basically have their customers nailed. They know exactly how I'm going to be shopping, and they're playing to that, using their product. They're not trying to sell me everything. They are trying to sell me the perfect Christmas experience. So Sainsbury's, Christmas is for sharing. See, this is not generic, boring Christmas copy bingo. This is an emotion. This is excitement. This is family. It's creating a family experience. I'm getting really excited. Well done, Sainsbury's. Next up, no judgment, we have a Liberty catalogue. This was sent to me in 2016 because yet again I'm part of a loyalty programme. And what is so interesting about this, again, they know their target customer really friggin' well. Somebody that shops at Liberty wants a luxe experience. They want to take their time. They want to be sold to in a very beautiful way. You don't go to Liberty because you want to pick up some wool. I mean, sometimes I go there to pick up some wool, but I also I like it inside. They visually merchandise everything so innovatively. It's incredible, and that has to be reflected in their print marketing, and they know this. So instead of just giving a boring gift guide which looks like an Argos catalogue, no shade on Argos by the way, I'm obsessed with Argos catalogue, but it's not for Liberty, is it? So they start off by giving you a lovely little letter about the Royal Ballet and Nutcracker, because they've themed their whole brochure around the Nutcracker and bringing your gifts to life. And normally when somebody uses copy that says bring it to life, I'm like, you're lame, you're boring, you've had no ideas, have you? And you just wanted to be lazy. This actually makes sense because it's the Nutcracker comes alive, right? This is bringing the gifts to life. That's quite clever, I'll allow it. And what they basically do in this brochure, as well as stories about the ballet and the Christmas ties, they are creating very Vogue-esque, Vanity Fair type Tatler style product images and merchandising. They've got ballet dancers, you guys, ballet dancers selling the products. I mean, for real. They're wearing the clothes, it's very sumptuous. I mean, look at this. Look at that. So it's not just a product brochure. They've approached the format in such a way that it feels like a fashion catalogue. It feels like a luxe fashion catalogue because that is what appeals to their customers. I had no intention whatsoever of buying anything from Liberty in 2016, but I read this anyway because I liked the pictures, I was interested in it, and I felt more engaged and loyal to the brand because of that, regardless of where I put my dollar. So I think that both Sainsbury's and Liberty are perfect examples of knowing what kind of thing your customer likes to engage with in terms of content. Yes, I'm going to use the word content. In terms of content, a Liberty customer wants to read a glossy, luxurious lifestyle type brochure with interest pieces in it, as well as gorgeous photography. A Sainsbury's customer wants to see what Sainsbury's have that can be used in entertaining, for a dinner party, for a Christmas dinner. They want to see how they can plan things out. What else do you have that I could use, for example? And that's how they do it. So these are perfect examples of manipulating the medium to really, really work for that specific customer. Okay, so moving on to one that's probably really, really obvious, but I mean it's obvious for a good reason, and that's Not on the High Street and their annual Christmas product brochure that they like to send out to people that buy from them. As you can see, this one's annotated. I actually think that my old boss gave this to me and she marked up the pages that she liked because we were at the time writing a product brochure and took inspiration directly from this. So I think that businesses do like to send out product brochures at Christmas just to show their whole range and link it back to Christmas to try and kind of increase the basket value and whatnot. I think Not on the High Street do this really well. I love that they always do a little introduction letter. Gift differently. That is quite wanky. But I mean, it is the essence of Not on the High Street, isn't it? You go there because you want to find something unique and rare and interesting and quirky and different. So they segregate their... Well, I mean, let's think about it. Not on the High Street is just vast. So basically what they've done is segregated it out. Gifts for her, gifts for him, gifts for the kids, gifts for everyone, gifts for furry friends, gifts for garden, gifts for other half. How to make gingerbread fit for devouring. So these guys have actually added in a couple of interest pieces as well. Meet the seller, quirky gift library. So they're not going in 100% with the hard sell. They're putting a couple of interesting pieces in there. You can get to know the people behind the products, and they can kind of give you inspiration for extra little bits. So you want to read this because you want those extra pieces as well as the inspiration. You want to feel Christmassy and crafty and a bit quirky. So this does that really, really well. Because again, a Not on the High Street customer is somebody that probably would sit down and go through a catalogue, because I did. And they are so good at this that I actually have another one here from last year that I saved, and I believe I tweeted it when I received it. I think I did. If I can, I'll flash it up on the screen. And another gorgeous little intro letter. The joy of thoughtful gifting. Yeah, that's right. That's right. And then there's all these wonderful shots of families and snuggly Christmas mornings and women enjoying their jewellery gift and men enjoying their grooming gift. And, oh, this is good. So this section is called To Grandma, from the little ones. Yeah, I know exactly who that's targeted at. That is a wanky, hipster, millennial mum. Perfect. Or how about this? Remember when gifts. Oh, remember when we got together? Oh, remember when this happened? Remember when we went there? Oh, remember when we did this holiday? Oh, they are so good at going for the emotional jugular, aren't they? Not on the High Street, you little... For the not quite grown-ups. Product brochure. Yeah, fair enough. It's a product brochure. This is a product brochure that has taken the typical tropes of product brochures. For example, categories and intro letters and photography, and they've flipped it up. They've renamed it. They've made it really emotional, really sentimental, really Christmassy. They want people to feel like they are gifting in a really thoughtful, creative, Christmassy, special way, and they really effing nail it with their copy. I swear to God, they really do. So that's where it's at. Okay, and now for two not so amazing examples. I'm not going to harsh on anyone or anything. They weren't amazing. Is Packed Coffee. I love Packed Coffee. I love Packed Coffee so much that I actually wrote a blog post on them about how they nailed it when it comes to branding. But when it comes to a Christmas brochure, I mean, they've not really nailed it that much. It's just a brochure. It's just a brochure, you know. It just shows me what I can buy. I get this every year. I've been signed up with them for about 4 years. I get one of these every year. I never buy anything because it's really effing expensive, and I just don't see the benefit in spending £8 on a bag of coffee. I know coffee lovers in my life. I don't love them that much. And certainly when you've made that little effort to sell to me, I'm probably not gonna... For the foodie friend, award-winning coffee marmalade. yeah, that sounds good, but it's £11. I mean, I guess the price point isn't really anything to do with the copy, fair enough, but if you're going to sell me £11 marmalade, you've got to make that shit sound sexy, man. For the friend who has everything, packed gift voucher. You phoned it in, mate. Were you ill that day? I love you, but I know you can do much better than that, especially at Christmas. Damn. My final piece of Christmas copy to show you in the not so awesome category is Biscuiteers. I think I got this last year or the year before. So it's titled simply Biscuiteers Gift Guide. I mean, fair enough. Call a spade a spade. Do you know what I mean? It's a gift guide. Dreaming of an iced Christmas. Okay, that's quite good. I'll give you that. But basically, it's just pictures of biscuits. All we want for Christmas. That's Christmas copy bingo fodder right there, by the way. And that means it's unoriginal. So unoriginal that myself and the rest of the copywriters in the UK all get together and call out the unoriginal shit in a little game we like to call Christmas copy bingo. I'll put details below just in case you want to join in this year. It's going to be amazing. I'm feeling lucky. I think I'm going to win. So yeah, it's just pictures of biscuits and illustrations, and it looks really pretty, but titles like Have a Happy Holiday, it just feels the magic of Christmas. Do you know what I mean? It feels they've tried so hard with their product photography and the layout of everything. Christmas all wrapped up, Christmas copy bingo. Does this count? I think this counts. And I like that they've got like quotes here from people that have enjoyed it, you know, social proof, especially from the Sunday Times, because if it's a good biscuit, the Sunday Times have probably had it. The Independent, it's a cliche, but these exquisitely decorated biscuits look almost too good to eat. Almost. Oh, you. Baby, it's cold outside. You've not even tried. That's just a song lyric. That's literally just a song lyric. What does it mean about biscuits? I mean, I know it's pictures of a snowman, but come on. I think this could have been so much better, especially when you consider the photography, the product, the strength of the social proof in there, the illustrations. It's really, really, really cute, but the copy just doesn't match the high level of everything else in this brochure. Told. So that's pretty much everything in my inspiration stash. I had to properly dig through that, so I hope you appreciate it. If you've got any questions you'd like to ask about writing copy for Christmas, you can leave a comment below, or you can find me on Twitter at EJCownley. If you've got any requests for videos you'd like to make, the end of the year is coming up, my friends, so if you want to get a video request in, do it. Do it now. See you back here, same time, same place next week for more Kiss My A's. Take care, have a great weekend.